Request rearming. Request rearming.
Request rearming. Copy. Rearming complete. Rearming complete. Rearming complete.
Roll left, roll left. Flight controls. Flight controls. Roll left, roll left. Flight controls. Flight controls.
Testing. Okay. For anyone who is just joining today, we're going to take off from CVN 72 over here. We're going to go get gas from Shell 21. I need to write down this here just a little bit. 18,000 feet, 76 X-ray on the TAC in, and 12 left on our radios. Once we get gas, we're going to be checking in over here at CP Molly. We have another flight right now en route to CP Molly to check in. Down here we have a couple of JTACs, and we have a Counter Insurgency Operation going on over here at Harrar. Apparently some of these intersections have been taken over and they're trying to seize the town. So we'll be dragging one flight. I'm just getting ready to take off here, finish my stuff from the jet, and we'll get airborne. Hello? Now this is working. Yeah. Welcome, Peter. Remove wheel chocks.
Chief, remove the wheel chocks. Copy. Wheel chocks are now removed.
Alright, so we're going to go ahead and launch, get up to the tanker, get some gas and check into the AO. Salute. Yeah, I've got no doubt, Peter, that I'll enjoy it. I just fly the Hornet so much with my squadron, I just don't always have time to take on extra stuff, but I do want to mess with it. So I'm going to go ahead and set my F-pass to climb. If anyone doesn't know, it's going to put a number above my speed box here that tells me the best climb. And so I'm going to try to achieve that number before I get to 7 miles, just so I don't waste so much fuel. I usually go to milpow at about 5, so we'll go. Normally when we have a controller, we'll check in right now with strike from 0 to 50 miles to the boat. Don't have that today, so I get to save myself the breath.
Nine, 4, 6, 2, 1. I'm going to be labeling this as OP Alpha. Controls with Falcon 05. Ordnance is going to be per 9 line. Ground Commander's intent for today is to neutralize hostiles in the vicinity of Sissy Town as well as anti-air threats. How copy situation update 05 Alpha.
Copy 05 Alpha.
Figured I'd sneak us in on the AO radio traffic before we get there.
Dragon 2, call back when established at Alpha 6.
Dragon 2-1, stand by.
Well, now I know they're doing keyhole. Otherwise, they'd give me an echo point to marshal around, so I guess I'm cheating. refuel.
Shell 21311. Request rejoin. 311. Shell 21. Proceed to pre-contact at 18,000 at 270.
Dragon 2, Falcon 05 status.
This is Dragon 2. We're established.
Dragon 2, sir, ready to copy game plan at 9905 Alpha.
Send it.
Type 3, bomb on target. Alpha 6. 2542 feet. Enemy ZSU 23-4, 3x vehicles and additional packs in the open. Grid 3-7 Sierra Bravo Sierra 2161 5954. No mark. Friendlies northwest 3.6 clicks. Egress east back to Alpha 6, surface to 15. Stay ready for marching restrictions.
Go for remarks restrictions.
Keep attacks going north to south. Attrit the enemy ADA by 100%, others by 75. Munitions are at your discretion. Primary target's going to be, primary objective is going to be to neutralize the enemy ADA first. Maintain above 20,000 feet while this is going on. After that, you can drop down surface to 15. You have 0+20 minutes to complete this engagement. Go through the backs.
2542 feet. 37 Sierra Bravo Sierra 2161 5954. Final attack heading north to south. Maintain Angels 20 and above.
Confirm time.
2 minutes to destroy.
Correction, 0+20, 20 minutes.
Affirm 0+20, 20 minutes.
Good copy on rebacks. Stand ready for target talk on. Correction. Sleep pod over to line 6. You should come into contact with 4x vehicles and a SA threat. Call contact when there.
Stand by.
Gonna have to break away from their comms for a second, but I just like that flow of a 9-line and getting all the information. It's like teamwork. We do comms around the tanker because we do movement and multiple people, so I still do them in the blind just to make sure that I don't break habits. Shell 2-1, Dragon 1-2, establish left observation. Going to go from left obs to left basket. Ready, pre-contact.
Ready, pre-contact. Cleared contact. Contact. You're taking fuel. Transfer complete. Disconnect.
Shell 2-1, Dragon 1-1, from left basket to right obs. Alright, we're going to move forward, gain a little altitude, some vertical separation, and head to CP Molly for a check-in. So we use standard laser codes for our flight just to keep things simple, and I just punched in the flight lead of the other flight that's going to be in there in case for some reason we have to buddy laze. I'm going to look at my endurance page here. I'm going to try to make sure that I'm about an altitude that I want. They're going to give me an altitude, but I'm going to see if I can get one that's best for my endurance, but ultimately they control it. So we'll switch channel 8, listen up a bit here, and then we'll check in when it's clear.
This is Dragon 2-1, inbound from IP.
Confirm commencing engagement.
Well, I know for commencing engagement that means it's type 3, and not everyone's used to doing that, so there should be a window of time for me to check in, even with an attack going on.
Dragon flight in 180.
So he didn't give him a cleared hot call, as he shouldn't, because that's type 3, it should be already done. So we'll check in, it should be a pause. Falcon 05, Dragon 1-1. Falcon 05, Dragon 1-1.
Dragon 1-1, Falcon 05, standby 1, strike in progress, maintain CP Molly, surface to 15.
Yeah. I agree, Peter. The more situational awareness you have, the better. I wish we had those same toys that the Hornet or the A-10C has in the Hornet. That'd be nice. Notice how flying straight.
Dragon 1, Falcon 05, how copy?
Go for Dragon 1.
Dragon 1, keyhole is in effect, say ready, copy, echo point.
Send it.
Echo points as follows: 37 Sierra, Bravo Sierra, 206 620. How copy? Echo point.
Dragon 1 copies Bravo Sierra 206 620.
Good copy. Echo point. Proceed Alpha 7, blocks 17 to 20. You're not the only player in the stack today. You have Dragon 2, Surface 15, 2 by F-18s. Be advised, you're going to have the stack at Alpha 7. No threats in the area. Go with fire check-in when able.
Copy. Requesting block 24 through 26, if able.
Be advised, you got the stack, so you can reorganize it as you see fit.
Copy.
Just if you swap their altitudes around, let me know where you guys are sitting. Also, send fire check-in when able.
Roger. Mission number George David 1945. Currently 41 miles 00360 of Echo Point, Angels 25. 1 by FA-18, 2 by GBU-12s, 2 by GBU-38s, 1 AGM-65 Echo, 550 rounds 20 Mike, playtime 0+45, at FLIR, requesting abort in the clear.
Dragon 1 Falcon 05, send laser codes.
Laser code 1711. Oopsies.
Good copy, laser codes. Abort in the clear is approved. Situation update 05 Alpha is as follows. Multiple personnel and vehicles in vicinity of Sissy Town. JTAC located at 36 Sierra Yankee Bravo 794621. This is labeled OP Alpha. Controls of Falcon 05. Ordnance is per 9 line. Ground command intent for today is neutralize hostiles in vicinity of Sissy Town. How copy situation update 05 Alpha.
Drag 1 copies Lima Charlie.
Roger, Dragon 1 proceed. Alpha 6, take control of that stack. And Dragon 2, Falcon 05, how copy?
This is Dragon 2, tasking complete on primary and secondary targets.
Roger, Dragon 2, good copy, engagement complete. Be advised you have Dragon 1, 1 by F-18 entering the stack. He is going to be taking control of the stack, not the airspace.
So, since we knew our hold, did he give us left pull? He did, right?
Dragon 2, Falcon
Yes, he
05,
did.
how copy my last?
Right. I'm following along a little.
Falcon 05, I'm sorry about that. You said something about Dragon 1 is controlling?
Dragon 1 is going to have control of the stack. He's going to take control of your altitudes while holding at Alpha 6, or correction, Alpha 7.
A firm.
Dragon 2 from 1.
Also, are you established at Alpha 7?
Hey, Grendel.
I'm about a minute away from Alpha 7. Callie, I'm here.
Can you hear me on mids?
Got you on mid.
Dragon 1, Falcon 05.
Go for Dragon 1.
Are you good with keeping the stack, or taking control of the stack?
Yeah, firm. Just advise if you need any changes. I'll communicate with them and update you as soon as I'm done.
Roger. While en route from CP Mall, I got a sensor task for you.
Send it.
I want you to track from OP Alpha due west up to 1 click and see if you have any hostiles on the other side of my hill.
Roger, will do.
Dragon 2, Falcon 05.
Go for Dragon 2.
Dragon 2, stand ready for game plan 9 line 05 Bravo.
Send it.
Type 2, bomb on target. Alpha 7, elevation 2706 feet. 6 by packs and 1 by vehicle in the open. Grid 37 Sierra, Bravo Sierra, 2003, 6327. No mark. Friendlies, southwest. 1.4 clicks. Egress north back to Alpha 6. Stay ready for marching restrictions.
Go for march restrictions.
Final attack heading 090 clockwise 145. Request 1 by GW12. Go feedbacks.
2706 feet. 37 Sierra. Bravo Sierra. 2003 6327. Final attack heading 090 clockwise 145.
Dragon 2, disregard. Last 9 line. Currently troops in contact.
Disregarding previous 9-9.
Dragon 2, survey for game plan 9 line 05 Bravo.
Go for 05 Bravo.
Lines 1 through 3 from the overhead of OP Alpha. Elevation 2400 feet. 1 by a vehicle and 4 by packs in the open. Hostiles are 800 meters. 800 meters southeast of friendly location. 800 meters southeast of OP Alpha. No mark. Request guns. Final attack gun is going to be northeast to southwest.
Grendel, maintain your current blocks, will be good.
Dude, I don't know what's going on. I'm a little lost.
You got troops in contact, he wants guns. Look at their OP position, take his grid, and just get on. Just slow it down, 1 step at a time, you'll be good.
Hey, firm.
If you need help, let me know. Falcon 05, Dragon 1, contact on possible enemies near you. I have handshake on VDL. Is there anything I can help you with, Grendel?
Dragon 1, standby. Dragon 2.
No, we're good.
Type 2, bomb on target. Or correction, Type 1, bomb on target. Get your pod over to line 6 and call contact on the 1 by vehicle and 4 by packs in the open when able.
Dragon 2, standby. Yeah, I'm confused. Am I doing a gun run or a bomb run? I keep getting mixed signals.
You're doing a gun run, it's danger close. Be very careful with your ingress and egress. Be on the numbers as close as you can. And come in from a high angle so ricochets would go back high and not lateral.
Dragon 1, Falcon 05. Do you copy 05 Bravo direct?
Dragon 2, copy.
Dragon 1, Falcon 05.
Go for Dragon 1.
Dragon 1, handshake, zoom out. Track due south, about 500 meters, to that intersection. Dragon 1, from that intersection, zoom out a little bit, track northwest, about 300 meters up the hill. Call contact that vehicle and 4 by packs in the open.
Contact.
Are you copied? Game plan 9 line 05 Bravo direct.
I need headings for
East to southwest. Gonna be a Type 1 bomb on target requesting guns. Coordinate with Dragon 2. Let's get succession on these guys.
Yeah, from northwest to southeast, I copy.
Roger.
Correction, northeast to southwest.
Dragon 1, call back with in final heading. Expect clearance on final.
Alright, I'm going to come in and attack these guys. I need to make sure I'm deconflicted. I'm going to have to descend.
We're a ways away. I'm trying to get lined up on my course line because I gotta attack from the northeast to the southwest.
Yeah, firm. I'm the same. I'm coming in. I'm going to be coming way down low from 20,000 feet, so I'm going to be doing a lot of maneuvering here real fast.
Dragon 1, Falcon 05. Be advised, danger close.
Dragon 1 copies. Danger close.
Ground commander, this is our Alpha Bravo Charlie.
Copy initials.
Kinda need you here. They're walking on top of us. Dragon 2, deconflict from Dragon 1.
Dragon 2 copies.
Falcon 05, Dragon 1 in 220.
Dragon 1, cleared hot.
Altitude. Altitude.
Dragon flight. Dragon 2 flight in for 225. Both.
Dragon flight, cleared hot. Dragon 2 flight, cleared hot.
Falcon 05, Dragon 1, am I cleared for immediate reattack?
Stay by 1, Dragon 1.
Things heated up fast.
Dragon 1, Falcon 05. Immediate reattack is approved. Marks restrictions still apply. Call back in with final head. Expect clearance on final.
Dragon 1 copies. Dragon 1 in 205.
Dragon 1 cleared hot.
Altitude. Altitude.
Falcon 1, Dragon 1, I appear to have Shack on that technical.
Roger, copy. Shotgun technical standby. Dragon 1, zoom out. I need a BDA. My guy's retarded and can't walk. Dragon 1, Falcon 05.
Go for Dragon 1.
Dragon 1, zoom out from that technical, track due north, you're coming into contact with additional technical. Keep slow north.
Dragon 2-2 in on 221.
Dragon 2-2, abort. I don't know what you're shooting at.
Two aborting.
2-2, climb up about another 1,000 feet.
Climbing.
Falcon 1, Dragon 1, turning to reestablish. I had a targeting pod slew off on its own. I'm going to try to reestablish here in 1 second.
Roger. Dragon 2, Falcon 05.
Dragon 2, go.
2, are you contact with that burning vehicle?
Affirm.
2, from that burning vehicle, track northeast, should come into another contact. Wow, correction. Should come into contact with an additional vehicle up the hill a little bit.
I see a bus at the intersection, but no technical.
Roger, from that bus, track due west up the hill.
Stand by, repositioning.
Hey guys, I'm down at 8,000. Just so we deconflict here, I'm trying to find this thing.
Dragon 1, Falcon 05, slew right. Stop. Call contact that vehicle.
Contact.
Roger, that vehicle is your target.
Roger, Dragon 1 in 180.
Update to Gameplan 9905 Bravo. Final attack heading north to south, request guns only. Go rebound.
North to south only in 180.
Dragon 1 cleared hot.
Altitude. Altitude.
Dragon 1, I believe the vehicle moved last second.
Dragon 1, Falcon 05, notional kill, good effects.
Copy, good effects.
All Dragon elements, reestablish yourself at Alpha 6, or Yeah, correction, Alpha 7.
Alright, what's your current altitude? Man, that was happening
I'm at
fast.
15.
Angels 1-4.
Alright, I'm going to push out and go 20. Do you guys need to yo-yo one of you for fuel at all?
We both need to yo-yo. We're both at around 6.
Let Falcon know you have whatever playtime you think you have left before you need to yo-yo someone, and see if he wants you to go now.
Affirm. Falcon 05, this is Dragon 2 flight.
2, go ahead.
We got about 5, maybe 10 minutes of playtime left. Do you want us to yo-yo, get some fuel, and come back? Or do you have a target now?
Roger, go ahead and yo-yo.
Okay. Affirm.
Push out at your altitude. Falcon 05, Dragon 1 is established. Alpha 7.
Dragon 1, Falcon 05, good copy, stand by 1.
You know, you don't seem rusty so far.
Yeah, it's coming off slowly.
How many rounds of gun ammo do you have left between both of you?
I'm full.
Okay. Any more troops in contact like that? I only got 35 rounds left.
I got 380 left.
Okay. I know that stuff's dynamic. I know it's hard. I know it takes a lot. Exodus likes to do that. But you guys did get there. I think you saw it. And I think you even got rounds on. Is that correct?
That was all cap. I was pretty worthless. I was having trouble with my pod. And I just couldn't see anything down there.
What was your distance?
No, it was fine. I could see the JTACs just fine, but around it, yeah, I was having some trouble.
Interesting.
Dragon flight radio check.
Dragon 1 Lima Charlie.
Be able to turn off your video.
I can turn it off if you want.
Yeah, shut it off.
You like making things hard.
That's why I'm not talking right now, because I'm building a 9-line for a building he wants me to fight out there.
You know, this new guy comes in and just wants to cause a lot of problems. I see what's happening here.
Well, you got the evaluator that's got the guy who's not even through QC yet, and he's like, I want to see what he's going to do.
Yeah, I think he likes testing people. I think that's what the theme is here today.
Well, he is an evaluator.
Yeah. Actually, that's not today. That's every day.
Dragon 1, Falcon 05, stay away for game point 9 line 05 Charlie.
Send 05 Charlie.
Type 2, bomb on target. Alpha 6, elevation 2763. 1 by C2 node. Grid 37 Sierra, Bravo Sierra 201622. No mark. Friendlies west. 1 click. Egress east back to Alpha 6. Stay away from marsh restrictions.
Send him.
Final attack heading to be north to south. Request 1 by GBU 38. Go with readbacks.
Dragon 1 reads back elevation 2763 feet. Location Bravo Sierra 201622. Attacks north to south 1 by 38.
Good copy on rebacks. Go ahead and slew your pod over to line 6. It should come into contact with a cluster of buildings with a small field on the western side and an MSR on the west side of it. Call contact from there.
Copy, stand by, hand jamming. Falcon 05, Dragon 1. I have contact. Falcon 05, Dragon 1.
Go ahead.
I have contact. It may be a render issue. I only see buildings down there.
Dragon 1, Falcon 05, proceed to the overhead of OP Alpha.
Copy, pushing overhead. Watching stuff render in at 8 miles. I love it. Falcon 05, Dragon 1. I believe our admin rendering is complete. Ready for talk on.
Dragon 1 Falcon 05, call contact on the tree grove to the north of the target grid.
Falcon 05, contact on the tree grove. Looks like about 10 meters from the grid you gave.
Roger. On the eastern side of that tree grove, you will come into contact with 2x vehicles on a predominantly north to south running road. Call contact.
Falcon 05, Dragon 1, standby, descending for clouds. Falcon 05, Dragon 1. I have contact on 2 vehicles. They look like flatbed vehicles with an open cab and some boxes in the back. I've got one of them that is near a T intersection east and west. I have one north and south. Both vehicles are facing north.
Roger. From those vehicles, track due south down the road, approximately about 100 meters. You will come into contact with a second left-hand turn on the east side. Call contact.
Confirming, I'm looking for an east running road that is the second road south of those vehicles' locations.
Affirm.
Contact.
Stand by, Dragon
1 standing by.
Dragon 1 Falcon 05.
Go for Dragon 1.
From that location, continuing south about 10 meters, you should come into contact with an intersection with a road stemming off diagonally to the west, predominantly northwest. Call contact.
Say again, distance from last mark.
10 to 20 meters.
Copy. Is this road in the shape of a U?
Can't tell from my angle. Stand by. Update. From that intersection, call contact the building directly due east of that intersection. Should have one 2-story and a 1st-story attached to it on the north side.
Copy. From last intersection east, I have a 2-story building. It is the only building from that intersection. There is one building to the south. It is a 2-story building that has a single story on the east side attached.
Negative. Update the direction west. Should be on the west side of that intersection.
Okay, confirming from last intersection, it is on the west side of that intersection.
Affirm.
Copy. From my vantage point, west of that intersection is only a road and an empty field. If I follow slightly north of that road, along that road, there's some other buildings there.
Dragon 1, is there 2 buildings on the northwest side of that field that you're talking about? One's a 2-story, one's a single story?
Yeah, firm. Can I pass a grid for you?
Negative. We're in the same area right now. At least we should be. If you track southwest from that building, that field we were just talking about, you should come into contact with a light pole, or you will come into contact with a light pole on a road traveling predominantly southeast. Call contact.
Firm, I believe I have contact on that light pole. It is the southernmost light pole and is at an intersection.
Dragon 1, confirm my last instruction, what I told you, just make sure we're on the same area.
You said slew west until I come across to a light pole across from the buildings?
Okay. I meant southeast. So the buildings are going to be in the northwest sector of that field that we were talking about that we were on. Track about 10 meters southeast. You should come into contact with a light pole and 2 buildings both north and south of the light pole.
Okay, I want to start this over for just a second. I go south from those vehicles until I come to the second road. That road is from the southernmost vehicle. I go to the second road that goes east and west, correct?
Do you know what a unit of measure is?
A firm.
Roger. See that tree grove that we started out at?
A firm just west of the vehicles.
A firm. I'm going to establish the north to south running line of that tree grove as a unit of measure.
Contact, or understood.
From the southern portion of that tree grove, move 1 unit of measure due south. You should come, or you will come into contact with a building, 2-story building that has a satellite dish on top of it. Call contact.
Copy, search. Confirm due south from center point of the tree grove.
Negative, from the farthest southern edge of the tree grove.
Yeah, firm, but in terms of east and west, the center point of the tree grove at the south edge.
Hey, firm. Dragon 1, Falcon 05.
Go for Dragon 1.
Dragon 1 unit of measure from that tree grove. What are you seeing when you get there?
Standby 1. I have several buildings. The one that I see is I have a 2-story with 4 windows on the south side and 4 windows on the east side. It has a fence around the courtyard and a smaller 1-story building to the north.
Roger, I am contact that building.
Copy.
From that building, if you travel direct south, it should spit you out onto a northwest to southeast running diagonal road. Call contact.
Copy, standby maneuvering. Contact on that road.
Roger. Travel down that road southeast. You should come into contact with what looks to be a 1-story building. Disregard last trend. Travel south out the original building that we just talked about. Should come into contact immediately with a T-shaped building. Call contact.
I believe I have a T-shaped building. It's a little rough to tell, but the top of the T is running east to west.
What's on the western side of that building? Is like what's immediately west of that building you're talking about?
Immediately west of that building is a larger 2-story building with looks like a ramp in front. It has a higher portion of that building to the north and a lower flat roof on the south edge of the south portion of that building.
From that building, immediately due east, you should come into contact with a single-story building with a parapet on top. Call contact.
Parapet unfamiliar.
A lip on the top of the building.
Yeah, firm. That lip is on the north side, and north of that building is a road with a light pole on the other side of that road.
Roger, from that building, what is immediately due east of that building?
Due east of that building is an open area. Looks like some poles or something sitting there. If I go about 10 meters southeast, there is another large building.
Dragon 1, resend your last.
Directly east of that building is an open area. There is, looks like maybe some, it looks like a pole with a flat pot on top. I can't tell if that's a light or not. And then if you continue east and south, there is another large building about 15 meters away.
Dragon 1, Falcon 05. Do you see that field to the west?
Yeah, firm. It'd be about 40 meters west, and that road is running northeast to southwest. Confirming, you did say field west of, correct?
Dragon 1, from that field, call contact the southeast corner of that field.
Contact.
Should be a T intersection running predominantly north to south with the stem going off to the west. Call contact.
Contact.
Northeast of that intersection should be an alleyway between two buildings. Call contact.
Contact.
Travel due east. You should come into contact with a building immediately. Call contact.
Contact.
Describe that building.
This building looks to be a one-story building. I believe the face of it is facing west to a road. There is a larger two-story building to the south. That building is a block portion with a stem running off south and a stem running off east.
Roger, the building you call contact on is your target.
Capture.
You good? You good with a 38 on this target?
Affirm, 38.
Roger, stand by for GFC coordination.
Standing by.
Dragon 1, ground commander wants a max delay fuse on that target.
Copy, max delay.
Dragon 1, Falcon 05. Push when ready. Call back in final heading, expect clearance on final.
Copy.
Falcon 05, this is Dragon 2 flight.
Standby 2, maintain CP Molly surface to 15. Strike in progress.
Falcon 05, Dragon 1 in 178.
Dragon 1 cleared hot.
Dragon 1 away. Falcon 05, Dragon 1, Shack.
Dragon 1, Falcon 05, was that your intended target?
Stand by. I've got smoke. Let me verify. Falcon 05, I believe intended target was to the south of actual.
Hey, from that's what I got as well.
Yeah, that would be an ordnance lesson. I can reattack if approved. I will come in and drop directly over with GBU 38. It should only hit that building.
Hey, Dragon 1, did you mean to the north, not to the south?
Stand by, mast. Yeah, firm. To the north. One building north.
Roger, yeah. That was the building I was just to hit.
Copy. If approved for reattack, I will change ordnance or weaponeering and ensure we only hit that. Lesson learned on my part.
Roger. Reattack is approved. Marching restrictions still apply. Call back in with file heading. Expect clearance on file.
1 copies. Well, that's bad. I think I need to use the GBU and drop it basically on top. Falcon 05, Dragon 1 in 075.
Last call on station, say again.
Falcon 05, Dragon 1 in 075.
Dragon 1, clear hot. Dragon 2, Falcon 05.
Dragon 2, go ahead.
Dragon 2, following Dragon 1 strike, contact him for Altitude blocks at Ace Alpha 7.
Take 15 through 7. Actually, take 22 and 26.
Copy 22 to 26.
Strike net.
Falcon 05, Dragon 1.
Is that it?
I'm gonna need to. I'm off dry. I'm gonna need to come back in again. I may have reached max limit trying to get the best angle.
Alright. VFA approved.
Copy. You copy.
Push when
22.
ready. Go back in with final head. Expect clearance on final.
Dragon 1. You copy blocks 22, 26.
Copy 22 to 26. Falcon 05, this is Dragon 2. I have an additional update on my flight.
Stand by line. Strike in progress.
I'm currently down to just one Hornet now with 2 GBU-12s.
Falcon 05, Dragon 1 in 195.
Dragon 1 cleared hot.
Falcon 05, Dragon 1 away. Falcon 05, Dragon 1, Shack.
Dragon 1, get effects, get effects, get effects.
Be advised, if you guys need to, let me know. You have a cloud layer at about 18,000. Well, below 18,000, you're good.
Okay, I'll let you know. By the way, it's just one F-18 dash 2 had to go back to the carrier.
Yeah, affirm my copy. I probably should refuel, but I need to find out if they want to keep going or what. I don't even know how long we've been at this point.
Dragon 1, Falcon 05, state weapons.
It's about 3:15 Eastern.
Dragon 1 has 2 by GBU-12s and 1 AGM-65 Echo and 35 rounds, 20 Mike.
Remaining playtime.
10 minutes. I can yo-yo if necessary. I'd be back before Dragon 2 was probably expended munitions.
Negative, I'm fucking expended.
I was going to ask if we want to keep going or if we want to call it. It's up to you.
No, Grendel yo-yoed, so I'm gonna give you guys an attack here. I'm just trying to figure out how to split it up. Exodus is testing the limits of the schoolhouse at this point.
Yeah, well, that last one was really fun. I'd never done that before. That was a different challenge and then a weaponeering challenge there as well, which I've never practiced that close to the building, so lots to debrief.
Yeah, he wanted to see my fighter skills, and he learned that I have none.
Yeah, well, apparently I'm going to have to go to munitions school. Falcon 05, Dragon 1, established Alpha 7.
Copy, stand by.
Whatever we do in this attack, I'm going to try to put myself first because I'm at 5.2.
Copy. Dragon 2 established Alpha 7.
Good night, Peter. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it.
Dragon 2-2 shutting it down. I'll try to be in the Discord if I'm in the car at least to listen to the debrief. Have a great end of the flight, guys.
Alright, man. Thanks for coming.
Awesome. See ya.
Hey, if they call on the radio, I'm going to be off for 30 seconds.
Copy.
I'm back. Did I miss anything?
Negative.
Oh, my bladder was in need.
What are they concocting down there?
I don't know. Can never tell with those dudes.
Yeah, I was a little lost in this one. I'll definitely want to go over some things in the debrief with you. This is actually my first keyhole, also.
Yeah, it's funny. Everyone does stuff a little different. He definitely was doing more keyhole. And maybe that's more common IRL, I don't know. But whatever. It's just a different mental picture.
Yeah, and I just haven't figured out how I want to, you know, do the HSI page and all that. I was mentally prepared for just the waypoints, but then when he switched to keyhole, I was like, oh boy, I don't know how I want to set this up.
Yeah, typically, if the target is kind of small, like the area, that keyhole number isn't going to change a ton, but in an ideal situation, I would set up the echo point as like waypoint whatever, and then my target's going to be another waypoint. I would sequence them and just keep running that. You can also do an offset if you want from the echo point, so you get those two things. I just haven't found that necessary to do for this one.
Right. Also, they talk so fast when I cast check-in, I actually missed the... When I got the echo, I got that all written down, but then he gave the holding, and I just totally missed that.
Yeah, so he gave me the grid, I said written down, and he said Alpha 7, 17 through 20. Then he told me, put me in charge of the stack, which, totally fine. We deconflicted. Even during all that gun run stuff, somehow I was able to maintain SA on you guys on the SA page. I did clarify altitude just a couple times because I know there's a delay. And I didn't know if any of that had changed in real time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I was confused by the term, you know, Dragon 1 is controlling, and I'm like, FAC A controlling? I was lost.
No, just the altitude.
Yeah.
I've done SCAR enough times.
For all I knew, I thought they had to leave, and you were like going to do it. But you know.
Dragon 1 and Dragon 2 in order, same ready to copy game plan, or same ready to copy coordinated attack brief.
Dragon 1.
Dragon 2 ready.
This would be a sectored random brief, or sectored random attack, ingress from the north. Dragon 1 egress to the southwest, Dragon 2 egress to the southeast.
Confirming Dragon 1 egressing southwest.
Roger, Dragon 1 egressing southwest.
Confirming you want that now or as part of line 9?
We're going to get into the 9 line in a second.
Copy. Pushing southwest.
Negative. Stand by at Alpha 6 or Alpha 7. You're going to egress to the southwest on your attack brief or on your coordinated attack.
Copy. Understood. I'm way low on gas, Mav.
What's your state?
4.6, but I'll be fine leaving here as low as 2.5 if I go straight to the tanker. I just don't want to have to push it that hard, but for this, whatever, we'll do it. It'll be fine. I mean, if I get really desperate, I can always hit Ramat. It's not that far.
Dragon 1, same ready for game plan at 9 line 05 Delta.
Send 05 Delta.
Alpha 7, elevation 2714 feet. Multiple packs and vehicles in the open. Grid 37 Sierra, Bravo Sierra. 200-624. No mark. Friendlies west 800 meters. Egress southwest. Stay away from marks and restrictions.
Send them.
Keep all attacks north to south, or update to 05 Delta. I screwed up. Type 3 bomb on target. Keep all attacks north to south. Retrieve enemy by 75%. All munitions are approved. You have 0+20 or Winchester to complete this engagement. Stand by with readbacks.
Give me 4 and 6.
Dragon 2. Stand ready to copy game plan 9 line 05 Delta.
Stand by, never mind, go ahead.
Ready for 05 Delta.
Do you have lines 1 through 9 from direct between me and Dragon 1?
Affirm.
Roger. Update for you for line 9. Egress is to the southeast.
Copy. Only difference is egress to the southeast.
Dragon 1, go with readbacks.
Dragon 1 reads back, elevation 2714 feet, location Bravo Sierra 206624, all attacks north to south, 020 time, 75% attrit, and you want me to egress southwest.
Update to your line 6, Bravo Sierra 200624. Go readback.
Copy 200624, admin sloppy writing.
Roger. And egress to the southwest. Dragon 2, go with readbacks.
2714 feet, Bravo Sierra 200624. Final attack heading north to south, 0+20. Egress southeast.
Good copy and readbacks. Dragon 1, sleep pod to line 6. You will come into contact with the T intersection. Call contact when there.
Dragon 1, contact T intersection.
Roger. Dragon 1, call contact north, diagonally north to south road stemming from that T intersection.
Copy 1, standby mast. From the T intersection, I do have the long stem running north to south.
Roger. From that intersection, stem off to the north. You will come into contact with 2 buses on the western side. Call contact.
Confirming west of the T intersection.
Say again.
You're saying 2 buses west of the T intersection.
Roger. Tracking north from that intersection we identified earlier.
Dragon 1 has contact on 1 bus. That bus is about 150 meters west on a softball road, and it is facing north.
Roger. From that singular bus, track northeast back to the hardball road. You will come into contact with a T intersection containing 2 additional buses. Call contact. Two.
Falcon 05, Dragon 1. I have 2 buses, both facing north. They are south, or correction, they are west of the T intersection. The top of the T is a hardball, the long stem is a softball.
Affirm those 2 buses are an additional target. Call capture and track north up the Harrar Road, you come into contact with an additional pack or group of personnel plus one flatbed vehicle. Call contact.
Dang it, I busted airspace. Falcon 05, Dragon 1 has contact. That is a open bed vehicle. Looks like it has 4 packs to the rear of the vehicle. The vehicle is facing southwest.
Roger. That road, that north to south running Harrar Road, is your do not cross line. Your responsibilities are going to be those targets that we just identified between that Harrar Road and the base of the hill of OP Alpha.
Copy. So you want the single bus, the double bus, and this last capture?
Roger, and the group of personnel that you should have walked over between the bus and the Harrar Road off the initial intersection.
Yeah, affirm.
Call capture.
Capture.
Roger. Dragon 2, are you at the T intersection?
I am currently at Dragon 1's capture.
Roger, track back to line 6. You will come into contact with the T intersection with a north stemming road. Hardball, call contact.
Contact.
That north running road is your Beano line. Do not cross that line. You're going to have all contacts due east of that road.
Just to verify, at that intersection I see 5 packs.
Roger, due east of those packs, you should come into contact with a T intersection with a predominantly north to south running road stemming off to the north. Call contact.
Contact.
That intersection should be empty, correct?
Correct.
That north to south running road is your Beano line.
Copy.
From that T intersection, travel east. You should come in contact with an additional T intersection containing 2 by vehicles and about 6 by packs. Call contact.
Contact.
That's one of your targets. Those vehicles and personnel are your targets.
Capture.
From that target, travel due east down the Hardball Road. Should come into contact with an additional T intersection stemming off predominantly to the northeast with a east to west running bus and multiple personnel around the bus. Call contact.
Contact.
That bus, vehicle, and personnel are your additional targets.
Capture.
Dragon 1 and Dragon 2, stand by 1 for GFC coordination.
Dragon 1. I don't think I'm going to have enough fuel to get all 3 of these off.
Dragon 1 and Dragon 2, clear to engage. They're push and ready, clear to engage.
Dragon 1, commencing engagement.
Dragon 2, commencing engagement. I drifted to the south, so I'm coming back. I'm not attacking, but I got to come back and attack from the north.
I've got an issue with my targeting pod. Stand by.
Okay, I'm running in.
Alright, I just had one away. I'm turning off. I am so low on fuel. That's weird. I couldn't get the bomb line for the 82, but I did for the, after I used a MAV, so whatever.
Callie, from there you need to be egressing to the west. Back to the north.
My error, sorry. I'm off west. Stupid weapons issue.
I'm ready to attack again.
Extend out. I need to get my attack in. I just got to push out a few more miles here, and then I can turn in. I'm really low on fuel.
Okay, no worries.
Yeah, I'm going to turn in.
Turning in.
No. I'm turning in. Stand by.
Yeah, I'll follow you by about 30 seconds to a minute.
Yep, I'm turning in now. Okay, that's fun. It's just doing CCIP. It won't let me go back. Falcon 05, Dragon 1. Yeah, I'm having a strange weapons issue. I'm unable to use precision. I'm also bingo fuel. I'm going to have to call attack complete for my portion.
Good copy, Dragon 1. Engagement complete. Mission successful. Egress to the south.
Copy, egressing south.
Egress to the south. Contact DCS on the way out.
Copy, egressing south.
And maintain current blocked.
Affirm.
Falcon 05, this is Dragon 2. Tasking complete on primary and secondary targets.
Last calling station, say again.
Dragon 2 tasking complete on primary and secondary targets. Target 1 and Target 2.
Roger, Dragon 2. Confirming engagement complete.
Affirm, engagement complete.
Roger, Dragon 2. We're going to go ahead and route you out. Mission successful. Egress to the south. Maintain current blocks. Contact Warhawk on the way out.
Copy.
Did you say maintain Warhawk on the way out?
I don't know what he said. I assume he meant maintain altitude.
He said Warhawk. I'm like, who the hell is Warhawk? None of our controllers are up. So, I'm going to switch to 2 on the right. You got me here?
Copy.
It's very weird, man. I cannot get my stuff to go out of CCIP, and I didn't want to drop in CCIP because it was going to take me way more fuel.
Yeah, others have, I think that's a bug others have experienced. I think you need to just toggle out of air to ground.
I did that. I toggled out of master mode. I went into every weapon, out of every weapon. It was screwed up before. I went to MAV. MAV worked. I got the drop line, but only in CCIP. So that's freaking weird.
Did you have GBUs 38s on board?
I did, but they were expended.
Yeah, man, I haven't been using them. I feel like they kind of fuck things up. It could be a superstition, but man, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never had that happen before. I mean, I'm aware of a lot of DCS bugs and crap, and I went through everything. I'm like, well, if this doesn't work, that doesn't work, I don't know. I tried unslewing the targeting pod, like everything.
I think it's a bug.
Refuel.
Shell 21311. Request rejoin.
You know what? I never aborted last time. What an idiot.
311. Shell 21. Proceed to pre-contact at 18,000 at 270.
Are you gonna fly back to the tanker?
Bingo.
Or to the carrier, I mean?
Yeah.
Man, this is slicing the edge.
So what do I tell the JTAC on the way out before switching channels?
Oh, just tell them see ya. Let them know you're going out and say see ya. Just tell them you're switching.
Am I supposed to wait till I make it to like CP Molly?
I don't know. He just said out south, so that's pretty generic.
low. Fuel low.
I'm gonna look like an idiot if I have any trouble refueling, because I'm gonna get like one shot at this.
What's your fuel state?
1.7, 4 miles from the tanker.
Oh, you got plenty.
Yeah, in DCS world. Gonna have like 1.2 by the time I connect. I need like some drama music from my live stream here. Shell 2-1, Dragon 1 from left obs to left basket.
Bingo. Bingo.
Ready, pre-contact.
Ready, pre-contact. Cleared contact.
This is something that's happening to my stick here.
You're firing.
Yeah, I had to change my profile. Like, I think my profile must have changed because it was like all over the place. It's still acting really... Oh, you know what? I'm so fucking light on fuel, that's why. I don't think I've had this much trouble refueling ever.
Contact.
Whew, that was ugly.
You're taking fuel.
So running a force sensing, I can change the profile. I tried changing it and it helped a little bit, but I think the jet is just so light. That, and I've been up for like 2 hours plus. Maybe my arms are tired.
I'm entering in over here on the right side. I'm good on fuel.
Return pre-contact.
Wow, something is really jittery.
I noticed a difference where if they must have changed something. You can't get very close to the tanker; it'll come out.
Yeah, but still, like, my joystick is just feeling like really... Like, the first one I did was super perfect, and then this one is like, it just doesn't want to stay where I want it to be. Alright, let me back off here.
Contact.
There we go.
You're taking fuel.
How far are we from the carrier?
57 miles.
I'll get like 6,000 pounds or something. Do you want to lead or you want me? I don't care.
Yeah, let me lead. I need to practice on that commence. I still don't have it locked down like I'd like.
The other day I did like the worst job on that one. So yeah. Abort, refuel.
Abort rejoin. Disconnect.
Shell 2-1, Dragon 1-1 from left basket to right obs. I will come over and under to your right.
Okay, I'm gonna roll out and go straight, get away from this tanker.
Alright, let me make sure I change my profile properly. 1 second. It does, just the way I have to change it with this stick, it does send my flares off. I should turn that off. Have you turned the carrier into the wind yet?
Does it really matter?
Have you turned the carrier into the wind?
I have not.
You want me to do it?
Let me try it. Hold on.
Just go to nav group or Navy group.
Do I just do recover? What's the 15 minutes mean?
That's the recovery window. Do 30.
Okay, I'll do 30. So is that wind at 40 degrees, is that basically our BRC, or could it be different?
I would double check it, but I think it's going to be that or very close.
Okay, I'm going to start a slow turn to the right. Here we go. I'm going to go ahead and speed up too. This is going to take forever, so I'll speed up.
Whatever you want, brother. Don't forget to have us change channels.
Should we just do the AI, or should we switch to 3 on the left?
You can do 3 or 16, whether you want strike or marshal. Both capable of it.
Left.
Which one was it?
3 on the left.
I'm set. Care if I go section cruise until 10 miles?
Yep. Section cruise. Do whatever you want. I'm gonna hold speed here at 395. I guess I'll be a little more aggressive. We probably want to get down and debrief, so I'm gonna turn a little harder here.
Yeah, you're good. You can do whatever you want, man. I'll be fine. And we can skip the... Oh, you want to commence. Yeah, never mind. Do your commence.
You know what? Let's skip that. I want to do a debrief. So we'll just do straight to initial. I'm going to roll out here.
And that's what you would do if there's no no other jets.
Right.
Yeah, I want to debrief too. I'm really irritated about that weapons issue. I was like, man, that was a fun Type 3. I had them all marked and set. I knew where they were visually. I had my references all in my head. North to south to each other, whatever. That was good.
Union Marshal, this is 307, holding hands with 300. Marking moms for 170 for 50, Angels 17, low state 6.6. Go ahead and put your hook down.
You have a good hook?
You got a good hook. Go ahead and start the descent. Here we go. Coming off the throttle a little bit.
I look at my other screen and end up all weird. Do you start your clock when you take off from the deck?
No.
I got myself in the habit of it right when I go into burner. Current flight time 2 hours 7 minutes.
Yeah, pretty good. Give me 1 second. I'm going to check out where this carrier's pointed. Hold on. It says 44 magnetic.
That's right. So here I use the C-cell, the offset, to know when to turn in. Like it says now we're like 25 miles, you know, abeam.
So when do you turn in? Because you want to make it pretty gentle, right?
Well, right. If I was going to come in for the 5-mile bubble, I would start turning about, well, if it's just me, I could turn way late. But with a 4-ship, I'd start turning about 4 or 5 miles ahead of time, just a nice, easy, lazy turn. And then, the 2-ship like this, and there's nothing else, you don't have to worry about the bubble. I would just turn in like 4 miles ahead and just get lined up on commence.
Gotcha.
Yeah, if we had other ships down there and we had to use low holding, I would come in and make sure I was like 5.5 miles, so I'm just outside the 5-mile bubble. Get a good picture on it, look for a place to enter the bubble kind of thing.
So I'm at 2,000. Should I stay here until I get closer?
Yeah. I mean, I would stay here, get us turned in, lined up, and descend us. And of course you can keep this speed since we're going to go straight to initial.
It's kind of fun doing wingman once in a while, isn't it?
It's so easy. Yeah, it's just like I don't have to think. I just follow you. You have all the hard jobs. Though I am trying to think and make sure when I'm in this position that I'm helping, but I'm pretty sure you know what to do here. So.
Well, the nice thing about lead is I can be pretty heads down if I need to be.
Yes.
I'm going to start my gentle turn now. See, in VR, I can't see the carrier yet. I don't know if you can see it.
Let me back off a second. I can look. I don't know if I can see at this distance. I don't think so. I know I busted airspace and I pulled the wrong way because I freaking was dealing with my weapons issues. I forgot which way to pull.
I'm actually surprised I still can't find it.
You should be able to see the HMD for the helicopter above it. I would go ahead and get us down to.
Oh, I got it now. Marshall, this is 307. See you at 12. Switch to 1 on the left.
1 on left.
Okay, here we go. I got it now. Man, it's not very... The contrast is pretty terrible. I can barely see it. Deck appears to be clear. Yeah, I'll break it 1 mile. .307 Hornet Ball 5.3.
.300 Hornet Ball 3.9. I had some left rudder on, I didn't realize it. That's bad. And I sunk a little bit in my when I rolled out. I wasn't getting ILS, so I don't know.
Are your wings folded? I see them out.
Yep, I turned the knob, but it didn't do it. That's my error for not seeing that. Good job though, man. That worked.
That'll work. Are we ready to get out, or do you taking some screenshots? Or?
I'm good. We can go ahead and get out.
Cool.
Yo. You guys good with this going on the stream for a debrief, or do you want me to cancel it first? Okay. Caffeine and Jesus. All right, so we'll add. Oh my God, the stream is delayed 10 minutes? Arg. That's a bad setting on the server. That means we missed our landing. Oh well. All right. Everyone ready for the fun?
Yeah.
That laugh scares me.
I'm exhausted.
Dude, I had a hard time refueling because I can't just, my hand is tired just flying so much. So, anyhow, let me just turn that down a little.
Brendel, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing pretty good.
Nice.
All right, so you guys took
Thanks for your
off.
patience.
Oh, I came in when you guys were already off. It's funny. Looks like you had a good rejoin. All right, so let's start from check-in.
You're not sharing anything.
Oh,
Yeah.
now you guys can see.
Oops.
What's that?
Wrong button.
So Prozac, I was glad you did a you did keyhole, which I hadn't done before. So that was new for me.
Nice.
So I struggled a little bit just because I wasn't sure how I wanted to do it inside the Hornet, but I adapted as much as I could.
I mean, you did fine. You went to the north 6 miles or 7 miles or some shit. I kept saying 6 and 7. I don't know why I couldn't fucking remember which side I fucking on. All my fucking 9 lines say Alpha 6. My fucking routing and safety flight says Alpha 7. I don't know why that is, but it is. But no one got by the fucking SU-23, ZSU-23 or the SA that was behind it. Or the FA-8, sorry. Oops.
Callie, did we lose you? We don't hear anything from you.
I'm
You're
here.
not top.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
here. I'm here. So check-in was good.
Yeah, as far as I know.
Yeah. Okay. I know you picked on me because I didn't get my laser code, so I just didn't know. But it's okay. All right, Grendel. So you just went Alpha 7. I saw that when I came in. I don't know. What was your guys' first 9 line?
First outline was a Type 3 on the SA threat. It was
Was
a
it
SA 8 on the south.
SA on South? Okay. Any issues with going through that 9 line at all?
Mm-mm.
Did you give them any altitude restrictions?
I did. 20,000 feet.
Yeah, looks like they did not do that.
They're at 22 and 22,000 and 20,000?
Yeah, they're there.
Oh, okay. Never mind. As I was.
As
I
you
may
were.
have broke it on the inbound or on the out.
Yeah, I made it very clear. I was like, hey, don't bust 20,000 feet. I mean, it'd be pretty self-correcting really quickly.
Self-correcting.
So we weren't sure. Like Cap asked me, he's like, "Should I just drop a bomb too?" And I told him yes, just to make sure we get that damn thing, even if I destroy it. I don't know if that was the right call, but
well, what did he ask for in the 9 line? 1 by, 2 by?
Nope, it was a Type 3, all munitions approved. It was basically at their discretion.
Okay.
okay.
So, yeah.
They,
So you're
had,
good.
they had four vehicles
Yeah.
plus the SA-8 and infantry off
That's
to
what
the
we
south.
figured.
I just figured they're really dangerous. I needed to make sure they're dead.
Yeah, your
And
first strike.
And then
Your
we
first strike
reattacked,
killed it.
and we reattacked on the secondary target.
Okay. Yeah, I heard. So I don't know if you know, Grendel, because I know we haven't done a ton. For Type 3, you say commencing engagement, engagement complete, as opposed
Yep,
to
I
in.
know. Yep, I fucked up.
No big.
I
No
figured
big
it
deal.
out when Prozac didn't respond. So
He didn't give you a cleared hot.
yeah, he was letting me know through silence.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, no worries. I mean, I was over here listening to the radio and I heard that. I'm like, well, at least I know now it's a Type 3 control. That's actually why I called in, because I thought there might be a pause while they were doing the Type 3, but then you told me to shut up, which was fine. So
Yeah,
then-
and there's no reason why he didn't have time to go ahead and route you in.
Woof.
Why did I do that? I'm trying to remember now.
I don't. All you told me, because I was listening and I'm like, it's Type 3. I should have a moment. And then I said, I listened for a second. He called in. You didn't respond. I'm like, okay, I know what's happening. I called in, but you know,
He
Yeah.
told you attack in progress, and I was like, you can go ahead and route him in to Type 3.
yeah. Well,
I was
that
doing something. I was fucked up somewhere. Oh,
Well-
I was messed up somewhere.
well that's why I had called in at that moment. But whatever. I mean, it's not a huge deal. I thought I picked a good spot. That's all.
He even called me out for it, and I said I just need to get myself situated or something along those lines.
Yeah. Well, come on, guy. You're a little rusty at the moment, so it's all good. Anyhow, I thought my check-in went okay. I forgot my laser code, which you asked for and we got. I completely understood what you said. It's never happened to me before when you said, or you have altitude blocks, so you wanted me to work with them, in terms of that. Totally got it. I understood it. I don't think they had heard that before, and I think Grendel thought maybe I was going to do like FAC-A or something when he heard the word control, but I
When
totally
I heard
understood.
control, I got confused.
That's why I said control. I'm like, that is going to get misconstrued pretty quickly. So I came back over the air and I said, hey, you have altitude blocks, not control. I have control. You're
Yeah.
just making sure y'all don't smack into each other over there.
Yeah, and so I talked to him on mids. We were good. And then this gets exciting,
Yeah.
like really fast.
If any pilot feels comfortable with it, they should be able to take reef, stack, and mark at any point. The only thing that differentiates that from a FAC-A is that the FAC-A can do control.
Right. Right.
But if you, as a pilot, like you check on, like in that scenario, you haven't been on station, you don't really know the stack of the airspace very comfortably, and the JTAC's like, hey, you got the stack. You're like, I'm not comfortable with that. Negative. I'm not going to accept it.
Right. Right. Yeah. I mean, I've done SCAR, so I'm used to working a stack and doing the dealer format. So to me, that was no big deal. Plus, it's just one flight of two. Like that's really simple. So I just, hit him up on mids and said, hey, you guys had called in a troops in contact like right here. And so I actually didn't coordinate with him right away, but I could see on the SA page, they were way below me and I was above me and I was comfortable with the situation. I know Grendel, he's not going to just suddenly jump up in freaking elevation, but I did mention it at one point.
Yeah, that was interesting to hear gunfire over my head all of a sudden.
Well,
Weird how that
so
happened.
you gave me a sensor tasking to look for some troops, like one click down here or something. It's like
Yeah,
north.
west of me, just
Yeah.
whatever's on the other side of that hill.
And so I found something, and then you passed the 9 line with the troops in contact. Now, Grendel, I know, have you done a tick before, Grendel?
A tick? No, I don't know what that is.
Troops in contact. It's
Oh, troops in contact. Well, the last time I did that, I think it was with Prozac, and
It was with me.
I failed miserably. So
What happened? You said you had a targeting pod issue?
I could not see things. I found the technical on the east side of the hill, but I couldn't see anything else. I ended up seeing a bus at the bottom of the hill, but that was it.
So I saw the bus.
Prozac tried to walk me on some more, and I just couldn't find anything. But fortunately, my -2 did find the target.
Yeah, and I found it as well. I had my VDL, and Prozac saw me looking at it. I think then you called me on the radio, and you were like, "Hey, contact on your VDL," and you
handshake.
Handshake. And so you had me go in first, right?
Yep, because no offense to Grendel, you took too long. And I was like, okay, I need to kill these things fast. I know you are somewhere in the area. I can kind of coordinate where you are. That's why I label, like this is a new thing I started doing when I learned it from someone. That's why I label my position in case we need to start working that friendly-centric 9 line.
Yep.
It's like whereas it's not advised to put your friendly grid in line 6. It was the only way for me to accurately get you a grade quickly of saying they're about 800 meters southwest of OP Alpha.
Yeah, and when
Yeah,
I
the other thing,
Go
the
ahead.
other thing I had to do is Cap he hadn't written down your coordinate, so I had to
Oh.
relay that to him. So
Yeah, I'm still working through my systems. I got almost all the information I needed down today in a decent readable fashion, so that was a plus. But I definitely need to work on that.
Y'all recorded that situation update faster this time too, which was good. Like I didn't feel like I slowed down at all. How was my pace, Exodus?
Say again?
Do you have any comments on your paper about my pace?
No, pace is good.
Okay.
Okay. So you gave me the 9 line. You asked me if I had it, which I did because I wrote it down. I knew I was going to end up involved in this. I started descending right away because I knew it's a gun run and I wanted to be able to come in at the right angle. Called in with hot and let's see what vehicle we have. Okay, yeah. Now I knew where you guys were because I had seen that up on the hill. I knew that heading I was in on, and I was very comfortable with the attack from my standpoint. Even though, but this would be danger close, wouldn't it?
No, danger
No.
close for guns is 95 meters.
Okay. So either way, I was very comfortable. I'm comfortable shooting the gun. So knowing this entire situation, I felt comfortable. I hope you did, Prozac.
Well, I cleared it, so yeah.
Okay. You better
hope I-
have. Oh, I didn't. That's right. I didn't get the vehicle on the first run. Did it move?
Yeah, you guys start shooting out and they start running away.
Ah, okay. So I came off, I remember that, and I think Grendel called in or something, which was fantastic. No.
Then I called out. I did not have a target, but Cap did.
Oh, okay. 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 So then he comes in and
Oh,
kills the good guys.
wow.
Cap,
Yep. Yep.
how's jail, Cap?
Yep. I had the absolute fucking wrong target. And we correlated, but I just missed.
Did
And we didn't even I didn't even clear, so it was definitely a total fuck up. And um I never we were never like really cleared separately, right? And we kind of cleared ourselves as a flight. Then Grendel was off and I was on, and that's where that second abort came into play when I was back on, and I actually did have the right target the second time. But
I didn't even realize that.
I didn't realize that either.
I don't think it actually
I think
hit
he
you guys.
missed. Good thing he's a
yes,
bad
and
pilot.
well,
I'm
also
just kidding.
also
Just
I
kidding.
didn't have PGUs selected, so that may have been what saved you.
Oh,
PGU.
the
Yeah,
type
so
of
if you
rounds
don't
we
box the
have.
right bullets, if you
Oh.
don't box the right bullets, your gun sight's off. So
I see. It was a show of force via rounds to the good guys. I understand.
I see the tactic.
I see the tactic.
Everybody, what's that sound?
Exactly. What are those?
Who's
Lots of little ballistic whizzes.
So, Cap, a flight clearance is a thing, and I heard it come over. I did give flight clearance to that heading.
okay,
Not my heading, not that one.
yeah,
But
not that one. Right, the correct heading.
I gave
Right.
flight clearance to Grendel's heading.
Was it a Type 1?
No, I believe it was Type 2.
No, you wait.
Oh, it might have been Type 1.
You updated it. I think you said like Type 1, then you flipped it to like Type 2.
I think I
You
might
sure?
have flipped it. I don't know. I don't remember at this point.
Because let's talk about Type 1 clearance and a flight clearance on a Type 1.
Do it.
Not a thing.
It's not a thing. You can do it, but that's one reason right there why you wouldn't ever want to do it.
Okay. Well, we learned something today.
Oh, I see. I understand.
You're welcome for fucking up.
Just be
Well,
careful
I hear
with
do that in
the F bombs.
some guy tried to do that in the sim actually like a week or two
Sorry.
ago, and I was like, "What are you? What?"
Interesting.
Anyway, sorry.
No, no.
Oh, good thing. Good learning bit for me.
To be honest, I've never actually done a Type 1 control except for today. So I
The only difference, there's no difference for you except for the fact that the only difference comes from me having to actually make visual contact with you. Like, I have to be able to see you and assess the attack geometry. Essentially making sure that you're not pointing at me. Pretty much exactly what happened here. Make sure that doesn't happen.
Yeah. Anyhow, I asked for immediate reattack. You gave it to me. I think you maybe even updated the headings or something. At one point, this happened really fast.
When the vehicle displaced,
Yeah.
I updated
Yeah.
the heading from north to south instead of instead of going southeast, because the way the heading of the vehicle, the way it was going, actually, if you can see it right here, if you zoom in, like, you are right on top of them. This might have been too late. You might have already shot at this point. Oh no, they're shooting at you.
Oh, that's me shooting.
Also, I want to apologize to everybody because I could hear people were getting tired, and I was like, I really hope I'm not making this not fun.
No, it was awesome.
No, not at all. Not at all.
I'm tired.
That shit was gnarly, man. That shit had my brain doing backflips. So
Even the pilots were like, "Yep, yeah, we're still here." God.
Yeah, he cares a little bit less about me, but more about you guys.
No, that if I say anything, that's just me feeling like I don't know, or I'm a little lost. So when I get a little lost, I get a little, I don't know, down on myself, I guess. But I'm still having fun.
By the way, danger close for forward firing weapons. That is not that is not a AC-130. Is 100 meters. So
You sure about that?
that's in the J fire. Fixed
Is
swing,
it?
fixed swing weds. FW gun, 20 millimeter, 25 or 30.
What year J-Fire is that?
2019. October
Hmm.
18th, 2019. Table 99, page 148.
I really wish I had. Let me see if I have it. Y'all can continue. I'm gonna look it up.
I hate when he goes, "Are you sure about that?" It's like, no. So, all right.
Prozac, I don't know if you recall. Callie, could you zoom back into that hill? Okay, you see that? Is there a bus there just to the right? Right?
Yeah.
Is that a bus? Is
Yeah.
that? I think that's the bus I saw. Is that the bus you thought I was looking at? Because I think I asked about it.
I'm gonna be very honest with you. When I was getting shot at, quote unquote, and you were kind of off in Narnia, and I saw that Catley had his VDL up, I was like, all right, I'm just gonna stop working with you for a split second, get Callie on target, and have you guys coordinate with each other because I know you guys can pass sensor data between each other.
Gotcha.
So if push comes to shove, I could call one and be like, hey, one, pass sensor data for last target to two, and you guys can help coordinate with there because it's gonna be quicker for me to go through him than to figure out where you are, get me to that location, and then walk you over from that location and not walk you onto me.
Yep.
That's how it works in my head.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right. 100 meters.
He just said you're right, dude. You need to
That's my first win of the day.
You need to preserve this moment.
I almost got Grendel and Cap killed by the SA-8 earlier because I didn't account for the feet of elevation.
We're gonna start giving.
Yeah, we pulled off pretty quick. Grendel was like, he made a sharp turn. He didn't call, and I was like, "What's going on?" And then he was like, "Did you get that spike?" And I was like, "No, but yeah."
That's funny. Anyhow, pushing on here. Cap, I don't know if you knew that we were like, I was getting concerned in the SA page. I saw you were different altitude, but I'm like, man, he might descend really quick, like I would for a gun run. But then you pulled off. I'm guessing you were just looking at sensors? Or you started to descend?
I got aborted, so I called inbound. And
That's
so,
right. That's right.
Gauging from the prior attack, it was probably a prudent abort, right?
Yeah. You were aborted by Prozac, or you aborted yourself?
No, it's aborted by me. I don't know.
Because we were previously cleared as a flight, and then we came back because Grendel was still having trouble at that point. He was on target, I believe, but would have been behind me in the attack.
Okay. So on this run, I had my targeting pod set up, and I go to line up my gun. I look, and the targeting pod is like pointing out like 100
I watched that happen.
Okay. Oh, on the targeting pod?
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
I was like, watching it. I'm guessing you hit. My guess is you probably hit maybe a button and snapped it to your steer point.
No, the way I had it set up, that shouldn't have happened. I guess I could have accidentally hit the slew on it, but something happened.
Or sighted it. I don't know. No,
Yeah.
It was fast. It was like you hit a button and it sighted it back up to something.
I must have bumped something then. So I called off dry, and then
saw that happen.
Yep, came back for immediate reattacks. So this one I was confused on because, I thought I hit the vehicle. I was like, damn, I know I hit that.
I saw it happen.
But it didn't blow up.
Nope.
But you said something like it was some kind of kill, effective kill or something?
Notional kill.
Notional.
So fake kill means basically we're calling it dead and moving on.
Got it.
Because exit is called knock it off on that target. Means that thing is not a factor anymore. Continue. All right, cool.
Oh, because I riddled it. So even though it wasn't destroyed.
Well, you hit it. Like we've already hit this target 3 times. Like.
Yeah.
Plus, at this range too, we're probably going to be engaging with organic assets anyway, i.e., my rifle, or
Right.
apparently in this case, my stinger.
Your stinger.
So
Nice.
I don't know. But yeah, exit is called knock it off on that target. So let's move on to something else.
Yeah.
I'm curious,
Oh.
what is the distance between that technical and the OP?
Close.
It's pretty damn close. Isn't it? Okay.
I think it was like 100 meters away, maybe sub 100 meters at this point.
Okay. Anyhow, so we moved on. I believe you gave them a 9-line at this point. Oh no, I pushed
Negative,
them
they
out
yo-yoed.
for fuel. Yeah.
They
yo-yoed.
requested clearance to yo-yo.
Yeah. Well, I was talking about it because I knew they'd been in the AO a minute, and I wanted to, before I had to leave or anything, I wanted them to yo-yo so that by the time I had to leave, we had constant coverage for you.
Yeah. Bombs.
So this was the hard one. Well, I mean, the
This
other
sucked.
one was hard. You told me to turn my VDL off, so I did. I complied. And that was fine. Let's see here. Oh.
So this is what we did. This is where we did our FIDO test. Or correction, Exodus FIDO tested me. So that's from a point in a direction for a distance to an object.
So
Yeah.
just make sure it's from a known point.
Yeah. And I tried driving you down the road, but I had gotten disoriented initially between my easts and my wests, and I was doing it like over and over again, which was driving me bonkers. And I'm sure some game stuff was going on too that didn't help because like I don't know what your settings are on your computer for this, so I don't know how defined your roads are or anything like that. So it was just working through that conversation of getting there, and that took a while.
I thought it was good practice.
Oh, it's great practice. I'll probably be doing it more whenever we do any like cast stuff, because I'd rather, like, if that's a weakness that I haven't identified, I'd rather get better at it. And unfortunately, it took me a long time to finally realize, like, find something that was a really good funnel, because it was a good cluster of buildings. Like, it really was. It was
I just thought earlier today you had mentioned that your talk-ons was something that you have struggled with in the past.
No, my talk-ons are usually pretty good. At least they were. But definitely inside of like clustered buildings, like if I'm targeting a singular like building in a cluster of buildings, it's definitely not something I do commonly. But like if I'm doing talk-ons to targets and I'm like, okay, here's a 6-digit grid and they're within 200 meters of the area, they're gonna see the tank.
Right.
Like, hey, Sleeper Pod to line 6 should come into contact with a T intersection that has a tank. Call contact. Or a vehicle or personnel.
Yeah, and it's the way it becomes a skill is because it becomes very creative. And
Yeah.
it can be even, we're all talking common language at that point. It could be like sexual innuendos on like, hey, do you see that building that looks like a nipple, things like that.
Yeah. So the first time you tried walking me on, I got to be honest, some of it was probably on me, but I'm like, I think I'm following, but I was about to say my confidence is very low in this correlation, and that's why
it was all over the place.
It was, yeah. So like I tried going down. I actually didn't even notice that there was another road. So my settings on my laptop are not that high. And you're like, yeah, go 2 roads over. And I'm like, where are you? And then I look at it closer. I'm like, that looks like a blurred out road. And then I looked over at Exodus's screen and he had a road there. I'm like, oh, I think I know what's going on here. So I had to find like really, 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 really defined things to kind of guide you in. And
Well,
apparently I had gotten you really close one time, like you were the building next to it, but I couldn't with confidence say I knew where you were.
right, right. And that's why at one point it was just too confusing. You had me go back, and I'm like, well, which point are we going back to? I just went back to the vehicles. I'm like, okay, back to the
Yep.
vehicles, south of vehicles, this third road. And then you just completely took over, restarted everything. And from that point, like that second, like after I reset you and then you reset me, everything was smooth after that. Like that was really smooth.
I mean, sometimes that's just is what it is. Like if you get to the point where both of you are lost and you can't, like if I can't tell where you are and you can't tell where I am, it's probably a good idea to find a known big fixed point, like a water tower or a big antenna or a tree grove or vehicles or something like that that's standing out big and work you back in from there. Because at least we both know where we're supposed to be starting. If I walk you 300 meters down a road and you get lost somewhere in one of the turns, it might be impossible for me to find out where you are just by from without restarting you.
Yeah.
And I would say for you, Prozac, like there were a few times that I was comfortable, and I'm pretty sure you two were comfortable with each other on we were talking about the same thing. And what you can do is just establish that as a stake.
Okay, I haven't heard about this before.
So STAKE. So
Yep.
stake that target. So if we start, so like, let's go back. Like we're talking about that field, right? You could establish that as a stake. And at any point in time we start getting lost, like, hey, go back to stake. Let's restart.
Okay.
Right? So we've staked the target, or we staked that field, and we've gone down the wrong road or whatever. Hey, go back to stake. Then he's just gonna boom right back to the field. Okay, let's reset. Try something different.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never heard of that term before, so I'll start using that if we do talk-ons like that again. Which we will, Callie, so be ready.
Sure. And I can always do that as a mark point in the jet. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And so I can mark that, and I just mark, mark point 3, stake 1, or whatever we're going to call it, right? But once we reestablish and we work it through, like I was sitting there going, dude, this is not working. You're talking about light poles. There's light poles everywhere. We've had
Yeah, that was
decent.
not
That's what I said.
That was not a good thing for me to use. I realized that the second I did it, and I was like, that's not good.
Yeah, and I'm
You
like,
did it a couple times too.
I know. I was
Yeah.
trying to inch my way over.
no,
I
and
really wanted to take over and kind of show you how I would do it, but I was like, I'll let you work through it.
yeah. Well, I think it was good because there was a period of time there, like I was just getting frustrated. And, like, I think we might be seeing different things because of DCS render stuff. One, and then two, when you said no, I mean west and then east, I was like, wait a minute, that's too much, man. And my confidence just went right through the floor. And I was like, well, I'm
Right,
going to try it.
Prozac was messing up his cardinal directions
Yep.
multiple times throughout that.
Yeah, and that's fine. But once he did that, I'm like, well, I'll try this, but my confidence is really low right now. And at some point, I'm just like, hey, let's go back to the vehicles. Let's redo this. But again, once we went back there and we went to the field and you said use this as a measure and you go south and you do this and that, I think we got really good confidence. Then you had me talk more about the building across from it after I tried to correlate what I could see, and I felt really comfortable we were on the same target once we actually got there.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah, there were certain things that really stood out to me looking at it, and there was only one road that was traveling northwest southeast in the entire area that we were talking. And so if I were to go back and say, hey, establish that field as 1 unit measure south to north, from the southern point of that field, travel south, you will come in contact with the only road that runs northwest southeast called contact. I feel like that's how I would have done it.
so one point that is distinguished from anything else that's a solid reference.
Right.
Well, I tried walking to that road a couple times, but it just wasn't happening. Like I couldn't say
Yeah,
with confidence I thought he was looking at it.
And he called a U-shaped
Yeah,
road, and I never saw a U-shaped
That's where
road.
you lost me, and I was like, nope,
Oh.
reset. Like you are in Narnia.
You're in Narnia. Got it. Yeah, no worries. Okay. So I don't know what happened. When I use a GPS, I basically push a button and it takes that point that I have and references it. Now, depending on your offset, you're looking through a line. Maybe I didn't have it right. I try to get it like when I was kind of on top so it would go to the building. So either it had a line of sight thing that put it on the other building, or it just missed it or something. But I'm going to assume that, obviously the huge priority on hitting your target. But if you're if you're going to blow up a building, there's going to be some damage to the building next to it, even if it's just broken windows, right? Like,
Well,
so,
I would say like if you were using your targeting pod even in the game, and like say you had a 50-story building, and
right,
you're like, hey, I'm gonna hit the 50th story on this building, it's gonna pull the grid beyond that building behind it.
right, yeah. So that's why I try to do it like above from the top, and I don't know. And then I try to
Is there
come
an
in.
error? Is there an error percentage in the game, or is it just like, hey, I click this button, it's gonna go here?
That's a
You know what I'm
quell.
asking?
That's a quell
No,
question.
I think it goes exactly where you know.
I was gonna say bombs fall short, bombs fall long.
I've only seen a few meters. So it's nothing crazy.
Yeah.
So base of the building would have been better, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely. Um, when I came back the next
I
time,
don't.
it wouldn't release. I was trying to release like right on top of it so that it would just come straight down. You know what I mean? To that point. Uh,
Did
it wouldn't.
you change the angle to 90 degrees?
I did not.
That might have helped.
Uh,
Yeah, you can set that in the terminal parameters.
okay. 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 I did not do that. I've never done that. I should have. So that's me weaponeering again. Um, finally, I get it off and it goes to the building. So if we reference this, I don't know if we can.
That dude got smacked.
That
Dude
yeah,
dead.
yeah,
Even if it didn't kill him, he is all sorts of jelly inside.
all sorts of jelly inside.
Pink and
Um,
squishy.
but yeah, I was like, man, and I just like after all of that phase and all of that work, like that took a lot of like mental energy, and then I hit it wrong. I was like, God, it's so deflating. Um, but it's like it's also close proximity and tight, and so I need to go work on that. I think I need to go practice um, with those buildings using the 90, and I think using 90 from the beginning would have been the best thing, and just try to drop it like on top of that building. That way, there's no angles that can hit another building.
And I was really trying not to help Prozac that much because if you guys dropped a building, on the opposite side of the city, I would have been laughing, but it would have been, it's a learning point.
Yeah, for sure. And it's not something we've really done with buildings like that. It's always been more identified. So I need to work on the weaponeering for that, and I'll go practice it because that's actually fun. And when you said do max delay, I was like, I've never really got to mess with these before, so it's just another layer, and I appreciate that. Other than
Well, he
that,
wanted to do that, but all it's gonna do is it's just gonna reduce the collateral damage around it and
oh,
dive
because it's gonna
into the earth.
and then explode. I see. That makes total sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Whereas instead of exploding on impact and just spreading all of its goodness everywhere, it kind of contains itself a little bit more.
You know what? I'm gonna make a note that we should do a weaponeering class on this coming up. And I'm gonna put.
I forgot how many milliseconds per floor of a hardened building it is. 15?
Mm.
10? I don't forget. I don't remember.
No
5?
clue, brother.
Three?
Anyhow, you set us up for this pretty significant Type 3. I actually, if it was real world, I probably would have just pushed bingo. But I knew what you wanted to do was going to be fun, so I went to do it.
This
I thought,
this was another request by Exodus. He's like, let's do a combined attack. Let's do a simultaneous attack. I'm like, oh,
yeah, no,
okay.
and that's fine. I mean, we've done a lot of those, right? So,
Yeah, we have.
I was out of position though.
yeah. Um, So I don't know what happened, and other people have reported this. Um, I was going to CCIP and not auto. And so I'm trying to get it to work, trying to get it to work. I'm messing a bunch of things on inbound. Finally, I just switched to a Maverick, and it gave me the right symbology. But I was so close. I was like, okay, now I'm going to have to pull some MacGyver stuff. And I knew it was still going to be within the 45-degree window, so we got that. Um, but once I pulled off, I could not get my weapons to go back to any kind of precision mode. It was only going to let me do it in CCIP, and I don't have to do that here. Plus, I was like really low on fuel, so I had to abort. But I think that's a DCS problem. I cycled my air to ground mode. I cycled master arm. I cycled weapons. I unslewed the targeting pod, reslewed it, like everything I could think of to do, and it just would not release those weapons into the right mode. So I think that was a DCS thing. Um, anyhow, so I checked out, and Grendel, you. Oh no, I tried one more time. I see. Yeah, still nothing. Grendel, you
I hit
hit.
the right target. I want to make sure I hit the right target.
Grendel spanked both of his targets.
Did he?
Okay, good.
Okay.
Yep. Boink.
Yeah, remember that was that bus. That was that one bus that I had seen.
Yep. So that neither of you crossed that do not cross line. It looks like
Okay, then he's outbound.
until you didn't egress the way I told you to egress.
Yeah.
I went to the bathroom,
Missed
so I
that
called
part.
up.
What'd you tell me to do?
Egress to the south.
See, I egressed south.
Yeah, you egress south. He's like, nah, JTAC, I'm going west and then back east, everywhere except for south.
No, sorry.
Yeah. So all those
I-
attacks should have been north to south.
Yeah, I think they all were. All the attacks were. Yeah.
Yeah, all the attacks were it was his egress instructions that I hit him with because I told him mission successful egress to the south, maintain current blocks, contact Warhawk on the way out, and he's like, I'm turning west. Yeet.
He Cartmaned it. Do what I want.
Yeah, he turned east west. He turned west to north to east everywhere everywhere I told him not to go.
That's what they do in real life anyway.
That's kind of what I figured because and I don't usually jump over the mic and go like, hey, you're not doing what I told you because in real life I'm not gonna be able to see you. And once you fly out far enough, like, yeah, not my problem anymore. If you smack something I told you not to do, it's your fault, not mine.
And then I had the worst struggle I think I've had in like a year getting on the tanker, but whatever. Got off the tanker. We go on, and then we're going to lose this because somehow Gannon reset something on the server, and it has a 10-minute delay. So I don't think we're going to get to see us land. Nope. Oh, no. Yeah, here it dies. Anyhow, overall, I appreciate your concern about us having fun. But as I've said from the beginning, do what you guys need to do. We'll adapt. I was a bit worn out, and then when I hit the wrong building, I was like, God, after all of this, how did that happen? You know what I mean? I'm like, come on, man. Like, this is not what I want. But it was really good. Like, since you've come here in just a couple days, you've given me more different challenges I haven't seen, which is fantastic. Appreciate that. I do like it. I do like the challenge and the teamwork. Prozac, I couldn't tell the difference between you before and now, other than our talk on thing without the VDL, just because that was difficult. So I thought you did a good job. I had fun. What about you, Grendel?
Oh, I had a blast. Anytime I'm frustrated on comms, it's not about the overall fun. It's just my head's on fire, my helmet's on fire, and I'm just lost a little bit. But I try to get back into it.
Yeah.
I just went through a pop quiz on JTAC I barely understand, so that's fine.
Nice.
Let's try this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Like, oh no.
Well, before we end the stream here, how about you, Prozac, Exodus? Did you guys enjoy this so far?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna need more caffeine if X is to keep evaluating me, but yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully we're doing a decent enough job to make it positive reps for you guys.
I do not know if there's a group that's doing what you guys are doing right now. can't say for certain. I would know. Like I don't know if maybe Robbie knows or if Access knows of anybody else that's doing procedures like we are at this rate.
If there's any other group doing it better, I wouldn't be here.
Wow.
There you go.
Robbie just said he's going to leave us when he finds something better.
I mean, that's how it works, man.
I'm gone. Straight out.
I'd like to start working the A jet eventually. I don't know if I want to do the A10 or not.
Yeah, more than welcome, brother. But from your standpoint, Exodus, do you think we're able to give positive reps?
Oh yeah, this is pretty amazing, especially for guard guys who aren't able to do this full time.
That's why I'm here.
Yeah, Exodus, I have a cast mission we can fly sometime. Prozac hasn't flown it yet. It does have A10 slots. So.
Nah, I saw A10s on this server.
They're here.
There are, yeah, on this server there are. But this server is a training and a we can create all kinds of different scenarios and missions out of this server. But with that, I'm going to end the stream. I thank everyone for watching and checking it out. I had fun today. This is a long 3-something hours. Catch us next time.